Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Polk. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll lose you. Yardage brought down at the 32.
Samuel brought down back at the 32.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Polk. He's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Eddie Jackson.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Eddie Jackson.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
To throw on 3rd down. Polk. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off at the 18, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off around the 37. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Will Lutz lining up for the point after.
So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And Hall not going to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Dre Greenlaw.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
By number 23.
Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
The second down pass intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And his kick is indeed good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And a give this time to tailback. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Polk. Open man is Samuel, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Lions first down.
From the gun, Polk. Got an open man, it's Harmon. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed, and he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick-sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick-sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
And Hall not going to bring this one out.
5-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Fresh off the pick-6, it's Watson on the move to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
A good pick up there, 26 yards.
First down, Detroit.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
at the 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Polk. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions add on to their lead. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that.
25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Watson now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And this is caught at the 20. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. In the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Lions first down.
From the gun, Polk. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Operating from the gun. Polk, catch is made. It's Harmon. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Texans 3. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled. Oh, now Breida loses it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
A gain of
2. 8 yards to go on second down.
At the 27-yard line.
From the gun, Polk going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Number 14.
And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense, with 2 guys going up for the football. Which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt. The will, as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word.
Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Houston. Matt Breida, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans are able to make things a bit more respectable. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup there. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46.
The ball carrier.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
1st down.
Right back to him on 1st down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Austin Hooper. His 1st touchdown on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover him.
Their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Watson just beating the play clock. That's into the hands of Isaiah Coulter. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by Detroit.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Taken down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And to give this time to the tailback. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Carried by number 23.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Off-play action. Polk. He'll air this out deep for Harmon. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And Now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
45.
Throwing again is Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 19. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st down, Lions.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 34 yards there and a 1st down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
18-yard line.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Texans 10. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to...
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 36. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Lutz set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
All right.
Today's final
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to